Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to smash that bell. Stay alert when we release new videos. Alright guys, well the chickens are getting huge. Our new chicks down in the brooder. They're all feathering out. We need to get them out into the chicken coop. But we don't have the chicken coop out here yet. I haven't built anything. So my idea was to get back here, get the old place set that is down behind the tractor back here that used to be a previous owner that used to live here. There's an old place set that's back there. It's wood, it's framed in, it gives us a good start for a chicken coop. I want to get back there and free that up if I can. I'm going to try to pull it out. It's kind of upside down back there. We're going to try to get that out. I got to clear some trees out to get back in there. Then we're going to move it back out to the area out here in the front side field up here where my tractor implements are. I want to build the coop there, and then my dad brought us a old cage, an old dog cage basically. I think it's 10 by 10. So we're gonna wanna get that installed around there too so they have a little run. Because the goal is, once we get these chicks out of the brooder and into their new coop, they're gonna stay in there, stay locked up I should say, within the area for at least a couple months until they're full grown and we're ready to start letting them out free range a little bit. Right now, we know we have a predator issue. We lost both silver and copper in just a week and a half time frame, which is very disheartening, seeing that we were on a really good run there for quite some time without having any predator issues. Now we have some predator issues. I'm working on that right now as well. I did move the camera at the barn. I moved that back down the barn a little bit farther towards the main door so we can see out into the field there in front of the pasture fence a little better. Hopefully that catches anything that's up there. All right, I moved the camera from the corner over there down here along the fence. So hopefully that will give us a little bit better area here. I think it was just a little too far over to capture the motion here. So, put it right there. And then the trail cam I moved down behind, below in the woods by the trail. All right, mounted the game camera here on the edge of the fence. It's right up from the barn, right there. So I'm going to hopefully capture what's coming up and down the trail right here at night. So we put it right here on the edge. I'm just going to put a new SD card in there. All right, and it's on. All right, so that should hold us about 15-20 feet from the path here, where I think that fox went up on the side. Have to keep an eye on it. I put that down there. I have that old motion light that we were gonna put at the barn that's broken. I was gonna take back. I think I might just tape that up and put that somewhere in the back trail here in the woods, so at nighttime it illuminates the woods if something comes through there. I'm not sure. I'll probably figure out a spot for that a little bit later, but the biggest thing is getting down here onto the tractor. We need to get up here and get this chicken house moved over, this new chicken house moved over to the area so we can get that set up and get these chicks out of the brooder finally. All right, I want to go, there's an old place set there from a couple owners ago that was pushed back in the woods. I'm gonna try to get that out if we can to repurpose it in for another chicken coop for the new chickens. We'll see if it works or not. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get it out, but I'm gonna go up here, grab the chain, and go back there and see what we can do. So this is what we got going on. This is the back side. I could rather cut a few of these trees out of the way to get up here, push the old outhouse out of the way to try to connect to this old play set over here, this playhouse. I can put a chain around that, try to yank this out down this way, but we'd have to get some of these trees cut out of the way and this old outhouse pushed up. Or we could try to come down this backside over here, but it's a little tight. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it over. I'm kind of at a loss right now what to do. I'm not sure how to get this out of here. It's wedged in here pretty good. I'm thinking cut these all out, clear this out right here, and then drive the tractor up with the tractor, push this just up out of the way, and then once this is out, chaining this as best we can and try to pulling it down. Let's do that. Let me go get a saw so I can cut those down real quick. Alright, I just got the Ryobi pull saw here. Light and quick. I didn't feel like grabbing a chainsaw. Let's see if we can knock this out real quick. This chain looks a little loose, so I'm hoping it don't fall off. Alright, we're opening it up pretty good now. Get this out of the way. I'm gonna come through this way, I think. Woo! Now I'm gonna go try to push that outhouse out of the way. Now, if I hook it up maybe around this corner and can get it on this bucket somehow and pick the bucket so it picks it up a little bit, I could turn the wheels to pivot this front end that way, which should pull it this way. At which point I may have to unchain it to straighten back out so that my bush hog don't get caught, but let me try that.
I was coming so I could grab it.
On the end of this. Yeah, right there. Yep, perfect. Thank you. All right. This is the area it's gonna go in. I'm not sure, I guess I'm gonna put it right in the woods right here. And then that run thing could be right here on the edge of the grass. Yeah. See? Needs a little cleaning, but for most part, it's in decent shape. We just gotta get in here and clean all this junk out, patch up the roof. It's a good start. All right, so here's what we have so far. It really wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be to move this this old place set out. You know, once I got those trees out of the way and was able to get my tractor up in there, it actually pulled out pretty easy. I thought it was gonna be wedged in there a little bit harder. But we got it set over here for the time being, and I just left the chain on it because I'm probably going to have to reposition. What I need to do is, this is the old fence that my dad brought over to us. And we've got some wood there to do some framing on that with some self-tapping metal screws. I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way, and on the ground down here, it's really sandy. I'm gonna take the bucket of the tractor, and I'm just gonna try to level this off as much as I can and try to get it as good and level as possible. And then what I want to do is just take the tractor, and we will flip this old place set upright and get it over there and try to level it off and get it set. We might put block underneath, but the issue is the framing underneath it's recessed. You know, we've got about 1.5 inches, 2 inches here. So if you put this straight down, even if this touches on the sides, it's still gonna let air in and breathe in there. It shouldn't rot the bottom of this. But seeing that there's these 4 legs that were cut off here initially by the previous owner, we're just going to use these to try to, you know, balance it on the ground, push it in the ground, and then we'll block where we need to stabilize it if needed. But that's the goal. Get this area cleaned up over here, and we're gonna reposition this old playhouse. Now that it's out, we can get a better look at it. And you can see, actually if I turn the camera, it's not too bad. These little cleanup in there, the roof needs a little patch job, but most of the flooring and everything is in fairly good shape. And what I plan on doing, because we have the geese that are bigger, we're gonna put the roost posts and stuff in here, close off that back wall, probably make a hatch so we can clean it out. We'll fence over, or probably just put some wiring over the heart windows that are in the side. And on the front, we're gonna frame this in and put, actually, more than likely I'll just have to frame half of this in, because this front porch area, I'm gonna box this in so this is an additional space for the chicken coop. So I'll box that in underneath that other window, and it may just be a, you know, a slant style runoff. That way it gives an area for the geese to get out of the way, that we won't have roosting posts in the front of this. The geese can get in there and hang out without having to sit underneath all the roosting posts of the chickens and getting pooped on. But either way, that's it. This is a good start for us for a chicken coop. We're gonna reuse that. We just gotta get it put over here. And the ultimate goal here at the end is all this thick stuff behind the pool area. I'm gonna try to thin this out too, so it's more open and back here. And then eventually these chickens will be free range. But right now we wanna get them set up and secure until we get these predator issues taken care of. So I'm gonna work on that right now and just get this cleaned up. Don't know where to put these. I guess we'll move them back farther. All right, so I got the area, we leveled it off a little bit. I got it leveled basically as best I can in here around the trees and stuff. I wasn't looking for a dead level. I wasn't leveling it with an actual level. I just wanted to smooth it out so it wasn't all hilly. And then I took the tractor, I flipped the old place set upright so it's back normal, and position my bucket above it. What I plan to do now is run a chain through both sides of the window, attach it to my bucket, and then try to pick it up, slowly walk it backwards, and then over here into place and get it set down right here. Once it's set down, we'll have to pick up each corner individually to level it out, but we got to get it set over here first. So that's what I'm working on right now. We're just going to get it chained up and get this place set put over here, and it's one step closer to being a chicken coop. All right, whew. I need Jerry's assistance, and the camera wasn't cooperating with us, but we went ahead and leveled this out for most part here. We've got some cinder blocks and concrete pieces of pad stoning, I guess, underneath the corners to level this all out and make it stabilized. I'll eventually come back here with some weather anchors or T-posts to drive down to help anchor the building down for high winds and stuff so it doesn't blow off the block. But here's where it's sitting right now. It's on the edge over here where like we wanted it. I tried to keep most of these trees that are around it up for shade purposes to keep the temperature in the coop as low as possible during the hot summer days. But on the front of this, again, the front porch will be, or the front deck there will be framed in as another box, part of the exterior or interior. And then there'll be an automatic door on the outside with a ramp coming down. And then that 10 by 10 cage will be around right here. So they'll have a caged in area that they can come out and free range in, you know, for at least for the first several months while we keep them locked up in here. Biggest thing is we're just trying to prevent them from getting killed off by predators. And, you know, right now it seems to be a pretty hot topic. But that seems to be about as far as we're gonna get today. It's getting pretty late. We gotta go make sure dinner's taken care of and cool off for the day. I mean, at least we got the chicken coop here. We got it mounted, and again, we're just repurposing this old play set that's here, and I think it'll be just right for our next flock of chickens. All right, guys, well, I appreciate everyone following along today. Again, it feels good to have the chicken coop, the new coop, moved over here and at least placed and mounted where it goes. Now it's just a matter of coming out, cleaning it up, doing a little patch-up jobs to it to get it ready for the chickens, put some pine shavings down in it, some roost posts, and we can move the chicks out of the brooder here, give them some more space and get them outside of the house. All right, guys, well, until next time, we'll see you later.